Hey, what's up? It's Nick. All right. It is Thursday the 24th. Unfortunately, I had to wait a day before reviewing my recordings from the 23rd. Um, I'm on like a super high from trading today. Unfortunately, I didn't record that. I was at work, but it was such a good market that I was able to trade from my iPad with like no issues. There's really good follow through, just able to read the technical patterns really well. I did really well today, almost my best day. God, I wish I had that recording. You guys would have loved it, but and if I was home trading, it would have been even better. But so we're gonna review the 23rd. It was still a really good day, not nearly the day that today was, unfortunately, but today was just a one-off day. We got the Russia-Ukraine stuff going on, which that's terrible. That's terrible stuff, but the market's moving because of it, so it's a good opportunity for us. What you'll see on the 23rd is small wins add up. And if you are just consistent with your approach and you take small wins for scalping, you could have $1,000 day in 30 minutes, which is kind of what I did. So we'll get into that here. All right, let's do it. All right, so this first trade here, we pushed down, pushed back up. Prior to this trade, I did take other trades. They were just small and kind of insignificant. I mean, if you want to see a $30 win or whatever, that's nothing fun. I mean, we see like a nice push down and then a push up, but unfortunately, I only caught like 30 bucks here and there. So we're just gonna review the more significant trades. So we pushed up for open, strong push down here in the Russell. Don't worry, I'm going back to the Nasdaq or the ES, but I was just experimenting with the Russell. It's not bad, but the Nasdaq's where the excitement is. Anyway, push all the way back up to open. Now we're starting to show weakness. I'm gonna look to get short. Okay, we have the overnight POC. We have the overnight VWAP up here. We saw that it was moved down to 94.80, which is where I started my short. We started seeing selling pressure pick up in the depth of market. All right, we're looking for that push down. Got a safety stop in. It's early. We're trying to get some feelers in. We're just in with one contract. Starts pushing down very nicely, about 50% of that push up. Take profits. Once we see that the price is getting stuck, buyers are trying to support that push up, and we're out. And then it's a good thing we're out because price pushed right back up to the open in this consolidation high volume area above the POC, and we want kind of like no man's land here. So this next trade, let's see. So this isn't the best trade. I try to get short again. I think I'm seeing the sellers hold. There's lots of selling pressure here, and I'm thinking we're gonna go back down. So I take a short, but kind of let this thing go against me pretty far and try to build a short position, thinking that we're gonna revert down. Probably not the best thing to do because if the market's recovered really well and started pushing up, could have hurt really bad. But looking at the DOM and the selling pressure, I felt confident trying to build a short position. So I saw it push down there. Um, Immediate reaction from the buyers to start pushing up. We're holding under VWAP there on the chart. But then we start pushing up, and then I see that big selling pressure right there. So I'm like, all right, we're still okay. There's selling pressure. They're not giving up yet, but I mean, the buyers aren't giving up either. So scratching that trade there might not have been a bad idea. Instead, we're risking pretty bad. Here I'm like, all right, this is an area of resistance. I'm looking at the higher time frame volume profiles. I'm gonna see if it pushes up there and then reverts down. It doesn't look like a trend day yet. I mean, this is looking pretty strong actually. So very disappointing that I held in this. I should have stopped out here above the break upon the opening price. I'm letting this thing go against me. Not everybody has the account size to let position go against them. So now that I'm seeing the sellers step up again, the buyers tried pushing this thing up. This is getting me, kind of excited about the position. I see the sellers are going to try to push this down. So that lets me know that I could hold this a little bit more, and I'm going to add to my short position. But as you see, this isn't that great of a trade. So I add there. We do have that huge selling pressure. I mean, I've been seeing it in the DOM, which is, I think that's why I was holding this trade. But that could have been a big loss if this thing continued higher. So you see, the sellers aren't giving up. They're pushing it down, pushing it down. Right here, I'm just gonna get out 3 contracts. Try to reduce my risk. It doesn't quite hit where I'm trying to go. I didn't mean to put that there. The chart auto centered up. Buyers aren't giving up yet, but the sellers aren't giving up yet either. Wouldn't have been a bad idea to just scratch it there, but I'm being a knucklehead and I'm just holding it, and then we get that huge push down from the sellers that I was hoping for, and I lucked out. And I just get out because that was a knucklehead play. Wasn't good at all. It's a good thing I got out there because then it reversed up, retested higher, had a double top, pushed down, and then looks like I'm trying to get short here. So we're short. We're below VWAP, in between the POC again. So now that we're back to here, I'm like, all right, this is probably a reversion day. I think we're going to go test the other side of this volume profile. Sellers are they were picking up momentum really well. They had that strong push down. Here we go again. I'm gonna get a safety stop in because who knows what the market's gonna do. And I believe that same thing happened to me there, and I got stopped out, with my safety stop. So that happens to me all the time. Looks like we almost get stopped out there. As you see, we're holding this level. It's like a brick wall. The sellers aren't giving it up. Now that we're stepping it down, I'm just trailing it, trying to give it room to keep going before just completely getting out of the trade. We're stuck, and I just get out of the trade. We're not going anywhere. That's already a decent push down, and I get out. But this happens all the time too, where you make that decision and then it continues down even further. Obviously, it's not a perfect straight line down. So if you were trailing your stop, this would have got you out, and then you have to look to re-enter. And then if you're trailing this down, this would have got you out. So it's okay to take profits, and then if you get back in for a short for a different setup, that's fine too. But when I'm not showing the clips and this stuff happens, it's normally because I get stopped out and then it moves. Or like I move to break even and get stopped out and then it moves. Or, just take a small loss. And you'll see at the end of the video when I post the P&L, lots of small wins, small losses, and that's all it takes. Make $1,000. All right, we're looking for a short continuation down. We see the sellers picking up with their pressure. We're seeing the bids being pulled. Okay, I don't like that the offers are being pulled, but then we started pushing down again. The bids are still being pulled. This one takes a while to develop, but it's still kind of working. Don't really like that it's not doing what I want it to do. So I'm just going to give it a little bit more time. There we go. The sellers pick up a little bit right there, but we're not getting that far. The buyers aren't giving up, and I don't like that. So I just closed my trade there. I want to see things work right away, or just get out. All right, so now we got a little bit of support going at 77.70. All right, but we're approaching a low a day. Anytime we approach low a day, we didn't really get far, and you could just see the buyers holding it. Anytime we push down, the buyers would immediately answer and push up. So uh, didn't really have that many clean moves down, just a few, but you had just as many opportunities trying to buy the dip. Here we're going for a low day break. It's not really getting anywhere. Okay, trying for that low day break. Ready to get out. Starts pushing down a little bit. You definitely want to see some momentum pick up. We got some big orders coming in. It's not going anywhere from there. Just get out. It's good enough, you know? And then here we got our little P&L. As you see, a bunch of small wins. Wasn't like today with $1,000 wins and whatever. But consistently scalping small wins. Took a small loss. You don't want your losses to, take out 3 or 4 wins. And then you end the day $1,000. Good to go. It's about an hour, so not a half an hour, but an hour. I'm happy with that. Yeah, called it a day there. Just be happy with that. I didn't really like the way that the market was trading on Thursday or Wednesday. There was lots of buying pressure, lots of selling pressure. Couldn't really make up their minds. Sure, we were trending down, but it wasn't clean. Like, I don't like that. Like today, we had that momentum on either side where you join the momentum and there's huge follow through. You get a big move, you take your profits, look to reverse, rinse and repeat. Today was beautiful. God, I wish I recorded that. Sorry I didn't. I'm sorry, but that's what happens when you have a full-time job and then you're still trying to day trade. But as you see, it's possible to do both. You just have to keep working at it and find your way to do it. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you got something out of this. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Really appreciate it. Maybe we could reach out to some other people. Maybe they'll get something out of this. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Definitely have a video tomorrow. Take care.